Hello and welcome to the world of Pisces. Pisces, I hope that you all are radiating positive energy at this time. Let's hop into it, get a universal message, and see how you guys are doing on the soul's journey. Alright, so Divine, please come in with the most relevant and important messages for Pisces for their highest good. What are the most important messages for Pisces at this time for their highest good? All right, Pisces. And you have feel the power of your blood and your ancestors. Give me 1 second. All right, Pisces, my apologies for that interruption. So anyway, you have feel the power of your feel the power of your blood and your ancestors. You are not alone. Okay, so some of you may feel like here in this physical realm, you're lonely, you isolate, you don't have anyone, everything is superficial, just basically a loneliness. Okay, no matter how many people around, no matter who you hang out with, communicate with, work with, when it's all said and done, you feel isolated, or you isolate yourself as a protection mechanism. This is the universe screaming, like, this is not a time to be isolating physically either. You know what I'm saying? You have a calling. It's something that's trying to alert you, to get you to open up more, to not be ashamed of being vulnerable in any type of way. Like, you were not placed on this earth to be alone, to live alone, to handle everything on your own, right? It's fear that's stopping you from being all you could be. You have to find the balance. You have to know that the best of them been talked about, put down, kicked, punched, spit on, whatever, the best of them. And they still kept going. They didn't let that stop them. So what I'm hearing is like your vulnerabilities, your life story, everything you endure, whatever you go through, your perspective of that, how you feel about that, is really your strength. Even if a person may look at you initially when they first hear your story, or when you're talking about something that's just so hard for you to open up about, when a person first hear it, they may judge, and you can't let that be the reason you don't do it. Because guess what? When you keep going and you keep being vulnerable and letting certain stuff out, you start to become an inspiration. You know what I'm saying? People start to follow you. You're a natural born leader. You see this redness, this fire, this passion. You have to take the lead. You have to stand up. You have to get that grit in you. You have to set a boundary with yourself to where you just don't care about certain things anymore. Like what other people got to say, how other people feel, what other people think. You have a tribe here. You just won't open up to them. You won't let nobody in for real. It's all superficial. Be vulnerable. Expose it. Let it out. Whatever it is, whatever the situation. Okay? You are not alone. Number 10. Okay? Breaks down to a number 1. It's about leading. Taking control over your life. And where you want it to be, or how you see yourself, or where, reach it. It's available to you. All right, so Pisces, hey, let's hop right into it. Let's check up on the energy of you and your person. Let's see how they feeling about you when it comes to love, romance, and relationships. Remember to take these energies how they resonate for you. If it's not your story, don't try and make it fit, all right? You can stick around to the end. There may be something that becomes relevant for you, but if not, you can carry on to the next video respectfully. So let's see what is in the energy. This is the Stranger Things deck. And look, y'all, judgment coming straight out. I'm off the top feeling like universe saying this is not a love reading. And lately I can't get them out. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe it's something bigger going on with you guys. Maybe some of you guys just don't need to focus on love, romance, and relationships. Because with judgment, that same fire that's in your soul's journey card, Feel the power of your blood and ancestors. You are not alone. I see it here in judgment. Some of you will just got to come up out and rise. Some of you have to let go of, like what I said, what other people think, what other people say, how other people act. When you mentioning things that's going on with you in your life that you may not want to talk about, or you may not want people to know about. The universe is saying it's time to come up out of that way of being. Everything is exposed. This is the age of Aquarius. Everything is to be known. Like I said, some people may look at you initially in a certain type of way, but don't let that stop you. Find your balance. Keep on going. Rise above. You will become an inspiration to others. You will take the lead roles and things you never even thought you was capable of. Right? You got to move away from fear. Fear is being stuck in that fucking box and not being able to get out, waiting too late, letting time pass you by, losing all your family, losing all your friends, losing potential people that could have been part of your soul tribe, but you will never know because you're too busy isolating. It's time to come out. Whatever it is, whoever you are, come out of it. It's okay. They talked about the best of them. Okay, they beat down the best of them, but nothing stops the best. Okay, and you are one of the best. That's what I'm hearing. Some people may say it's chosen or whatever. You done had some of life's hardest battles and you fought them all alone, and you don't know how to ask for help. You don't know how to be vulnerable. You may look at it as a form of weakness, but it's your strength. Okay, the moon, come up out of fear. Look at the tribe that's with you, baby. Look at them. They there with you for support. Like, you have to trust in yourself, and you have to move past the fears that's stopping you. Okay, look how illuminated you are. Look like something inside of you. The intuition card, right? Like the moon is the intuition card to me, because that moon is just encouragement, to trust in yourself, trust in what you know, trust in your instincts, trust in your feelings. They're not your weakness. Okay, Cancer energy, Pisces energy. Okay, especially if you're a Pisces who's ruled by the moon in the second decan, right? So yeah, the universe screaming for somebody to just do it. Just do it. Just come out. Don't just build up like some form of strength, right? What do we have here? The Ace of Strands. It's time to have a breakthrough. It's time for somebody to renew themselves, to give themselves a chance. This is the opportunity. You have it. Take it. Don't let it pass you by. Right? You in your pinnacle right now, I'm feeling. But, like in a spiritual sense, you in your pinnacles, right? But here physically, you're being driven by fear. You're letting fear stop you from being who you're supposed to be, from connecting with who you're supposed to be connected with. Okay? Don't lose good people because of isolation, because you strong, you can do it on your own, or you simply just don't know how to be vulnerable or ask for help. Start practicing it. Start off small, okay? But don't seclude yourself from the world. Whatever challenges you're faced with, you have to lead them. You have to challenge them. You have to come straight towards them. You cannot go hide or isolate or not deal with it, or if I don't bother with it or think about it, it'll go away. No, it's still gonna be there, right? So, it's time to stand up. That's what I'm getting. Look, Ace of Cups, love, right? Love. Pisces, you are loved unconditionally. Love yourself that way. The way you want other people to feel about you. The way you want someone to love you. Give it to yourself first. Give it to you. Overflow it with you. Okay? Like every motherfucking body else doing. Everybody else doing it. Ain't nobody caring about the next person. I'm not saying that's who you are and that's what you do, or I'm not asking you to be that, but you have to set the standard for yourself. Like when it comes to you, you can't play about you, right? You have to make sure you're okay when the family come and pass on, when the kids born and grow up, when the jobs come and gone, when the relationships start and end. At the end of the day, you still stuck with you. All the time, the whole fucking time. You here. there anywhere, physically, spiritually. You are stuck with you. So you have to make sure you good. Love yourself enough to help yourself, enough to come out of isolation, enough to tell your story, share yourself. You know, you're a special person, and a lot of things in you is gonna rise the world, right? Rise, right? You got the power to bring other people up with you. You an inspiration. You give people that little, you plant that little seed in people, even if it's loud or secretly. You know, you plant that seed in people, everybody you encounter, right? You a burst of inspiration, your encouragement. But the universe is just saying you all these things, give it to yourself. Don't be afraid to save yourself. Come out, be vulnerable. It's okay. Three of Cups. Okay? You all that love that ain't there. That's there, but it ain't there because where did you go? Because you ain't in certain places. You hear me, Pisces? Look at this. Because you ain't in certain places, right? With this Three of Cups. Because you take your energy out all the time. You change the dynamic of situations. Look at all that love that's just sitting there waiting for you. Embrace it, Pisces, whatever it is, whatever fear, whatever stopping you, make sure you can overcome that and find the balance, okay? You got support. You got support out here. It's your perspective of things, the way you see things, the way you feel about things, the things you're shy about, embarrassed by, or think other people will judge you for. That's on you. But it's time to have a breakthrough, to come out that box, right? To face your fears, to follow that gut feeling, that thing that's in you, that voice you hearing, that feeling you get that just make you want to scream. Scream, right? So let that shit out. What's crossing this energy, Pisces, is justice, right? You deserve it too, whatever it is. You deserve to be there. You deserve to have it. You deserve what you put out here. You reap what you sow. You just got to make sure you in check, right? You have to make sure that you're doing the right thing, that you're balanced and bringing in whatever you want or desire in this lifetime, in this physical realm. That is your challenge. This is justice, but it feels like a magician energy around it. You hold the power, you got the magic, you got everything you need. Your challenge is to balance this shit out, this whole life thing. That's your biggest obstacle. And in order to master it or be great or good at something, you have to get involved with it. You have to fail sometimes. You have to be vulnerable sometimes. Like, find that balance. Stop thinking about what people say or think. It doesn't matter. Only thing that matters is you and how you feel and what brings you peace and how you sleep at night, at the end of the day when it's all said and done. All right, Pisces, what's crossing the energies, the Knight of Swords. That don't mean go rushing into things, not being focused and not caring about people and just making a disaster of everything but what you want and what your needs are. Be careful of that type of energy. Don't let your determination and your ambition come off as the I don't give a fuck type of attitude, that I don't care about nobody. We not gonna do that. Okay, so be careful of that Knight of Swords energy. Make sure you focused and know what you're doing, know what you're aiming for. We not just recklessly moving around, shuffling and hurting people along the way. We not built like that. We not gonna do that because that's not who we are. And we not gonna let the world around us or the people or the influences or whatever thing else is change who you are at the core. And that's love, right? That's a loving person, right? With a strong magnetic presence. Okay? You could create your own tribe. You are the damn ancestor. Okay? So Pisces, this the Stranger Things deck. Let's hop into it. Let's talk to the moon. Why is the moon here for Pisces? And you have the Seven of Wands, Seven of Strands. Okay, so this is your way of protecting yourself, isolating, getting quiet, going away. But it's created some form of fear of coming out, right? Look, even when you're alone, you're not alone. There's so much backup here. There's so much protection in this deck. It's so many energies that are around us all the time. And we have to learn how to use them, right? But this Seven of Wands is just you like protecting yourself, from something. Okay? Um, what you call success, right? I don't think it's like, I think it's you protecting yourself, trying to protect yourself from the world, from the people, from the energies. I feel like you don't want it, like, or something's, you want something, but you don't want to have to ask nobody for help. You want to figure it out and do it all on your own. And anytime something comes near, or like you will let people get close to you, but like I said, it's only superficial. You need to learn how to develop real significant relationships with other people. And I feel like it's letting your guard down and being a little bit vulnerable with your truth, right? Because it's like you're wearing a mask. You're not being honest with yourself. You're hiding yourself from the world, and you aren't supposed to be hidden, right? It's even if you were supposed to be hidden up until this point, now is the time for you to break that cycle and come out of that brand new, right? You've been preserved for something, and now is the time. So you have to uncondition that isolation, right? The Seven of Strands is just you're very guarded. You fear somebody hurting you or coming in destroying something you built, right? You fear letting somebody in that heart, right? Yeah, no matter how loving and giving you are and understanding and all of that, some of you still have that real strict boundary with not really completely and fully letting nobody all the way in. So you're guarded. Okay. You afraid to open up. The Hangman. Now you know. Now you know what some of you could have an issue with as far as why you're so timid to the world, right? You have a voice, use it, right? Rise. Don't be stuck in this energy for the next 9 years. Like, oh, they take too damn long to come back around. You have the opportunity to have a breakthrough right now, but you have to be able to find the balance in everything about you and everything that's going on with you. You have to be able to take off the mask and go ahead and manifest what you want your life to be like now. You have to ask for help, is what I'm getting. And I'm not saying literally go begging. I'm just saying, like, the people you do deal with, the people you do feel a connection with, closeness, trust them, talk to them, be real with them, open up when there's likes, when there's dislikes, express yourself, express your true thoughts and feelings, just be genuine, even if you have to be vulnerable. That's it. Don't be afraid of the dark sides of you. Express every part of you, because it all means something, right? Let's talk to this Three of Cups, because you so guarded. You aware of what you need to do and who you are, and it's like, don't come for me. I know who I am. But yeah, I see that, but still, you're not really taking action. The Justice is a sword, right? The action, the voice, speak it, right? Let them know, right? You're a factual person. You're intellectual. You know what it is. Why you're not acting upon it, right? Why are you letting people slip away or become very distant, right? Because this Three of Cups to the Ace of Cups is the Four of Cups. You wouldn't know genuineness, realness, if it slapped you in the face, as far as who really on your team, who really supports you, who really care about you, who really is a lifetime friend or a long-term partner. Or you probably been in so many situations where you've been let down. You trust, but only to a certain extent. You guarded. You not really letting nobody know what that moon really all about. So you know, loneliness, isolation, something about that. It's time for it to come to an end because there's love there with the Three of Cups. It's just you're not there, so they're not there. Okay? And it's the Six of Scoops, Six of Pentacle, right? So definitely more encouragement for you to find that balance, find that groundedness within yourself. Trust yourself. Do what your instincts are telling you, that little voice, your intuition, whatever you want to call it, God, the universe, source, whatever, it lives in you and it's ready to come out. It's ready to be seen, right? You have to find that balance within yourself, Pisces. That's something you can't just be ice. You're going to have to give, right? Six of Pentacles is about an equal exchange of something, right? Reciprocity. You got to give some of that vulnerability. You can't just think you can go through your whole life without really breaking down sometimes, because that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna have a fucking breakdown because you so strong, you so independent, you don't really need nobody, but you want somebody, but you don't trust nobody enough, and you hold everything in. When you get the opportunity to speak or get out of this situation, you don't, because fear. Something's holding you back, and it's time for that to stop, Pisces. So you got to find the balance. You got to give to being vulnerable. Right? There's strength in that too. Seven of Swords. Right? Look, it's a treasure. Right? It speaks of hidden things. Right? You're disguising yourself. There's the mask that I said you were wearing. But look how valuable you are, though. Yeah, there's negativity around it, but it's value there, right? So don't play yourself out of an opportunity to have real love in this lifetime just because you've been hurt before. And that can be from your parents, from your children, from your relationships, from your siblings, from your friends, co-workers, whatever, right? There's no limit to it, but don't let it be something that stops you and holds you back from being valuable and letting people see what you're worth. Don't hide all that goodness is what I'm getting from it. Don't hide all that goodness that you have in you. Okay, let's talk to Judgment, because it's time for you to rise. Why is the Judgment here for Pisces? And we got the Queen of Scoops, which is the Queen of Pentacles, right? And she's sure, like if you don't have the finer things in life, you have access to them. You got to use the people around you. Sometimes you just got to tell the truth, even if it is messed up, even if you are ashamed of it or shy about it or hurt by it, if you got to cry, right? But this is about, if you practice that, you become stable. You start to get what you want if you just ask for help, okay? You can't do everything on your own. Everybody needs somebody somewhere. I don't care how the world changed and how people think. We all still work together somehow, right? People going viral off of their pain. You know what I'm saying? But Judgment, right? It's the universe telling you not to make up excuses. You're strong enough. You can have anything. You can manifest whatever you want. You can have the good life. It's available to you, but you robbing yourself of it because you're isolated. And you're not talking, and you're not being vulnerable. You're not sharing yourself. You're just going in a cocoon. You at your pinnacle right now. You got opportunities. They're all around us every day. You can make money if that's what it's about. Share your pain. You probably can make money off of it. But you can't be ashamed about it. You can't be shy about it. You have to accept it for what it is. You a leader. You're strong. I'm not telling you to go sell yourself, but I'm just saying as an example of coming out somehow. Interacting with humans and other people somehow. I just get the energy that somebody's so closed off, they losing themselves, and then the universe is calling them to come back. Let them know you still value, you still treasure, you're still worth something, you're still important, no matter how you see yourself. And you don't seem like a fool. You seem like somebody who's aware, somebody just who's afraid of being hurt, afraid of trusting somebody just to say I was right. I knew they were going to do this. I knew this would happen. You can't think like that. King of Wands in reverse comes with judgment. First of all, you got to get disciplined. You got to, because this is like pure chaos. King of Wands in the reverse is just like the Five of Wands. Oh, excuse me. Just pure chaos, right? So, your perspective of things, the way you go about doing things, the attitudes you have when you do things, it could possibly be reckless sometimes. It could leave a sour taste in people's mouth, right? Because you've been burying yourself. You've been in that box too long. You've been isolated too long. The King of Wands is still here. He's a strong energy. He just has to be mature. He has to be disciplined. He has to put his mind to something and stick to it. No matter what challenges come about, you have to be consistent and stick to it. Whatever it is you need to do in life or whatever you want to achieve, you have to really work for it. You can't make up excuses, okay? Shit happens. We have to still keep going. We cannot stop, right? Because even in the upright, he like a frozen moment in time. He just a picture. It's just something that happened. Get over it. Move on. Don't be stuck in it, waddling in it, staying there. Rise. That's all the universe is saying. You still got it. You still everything you ever were. But don't waste it, right? So Ace of Strands, you got the opportunity. You have to take the action. The wands are also about action. You got to take the action, right? And you can have it all. Wheel of Fortune. And you can have it all. It's your time, baby. For some of you Pisces, it's your motherfucking time. I'm telling you, it is your time. Look at all these new people in this Wheel of Fortune. Look at all these energies that are available to help you. It's sweet. It's butter. You got this. Excuse me. You got this. It's like a waffle. Sweet. Butter. Like butter. Syrup. Sugar. Fulfilling. Right? You got it. It's out there available to you. Open up to it. Now's the time. Some of you may be about to do something big, get blessed somehow, but you got to be in the right place, in the right position, in the right mindset with the right people. How you gonna get that if you're always in the house, or just going to work and coming home and that's that? I ain't communicating with nobody outside of that. I ain't, like it's something about really having some sense of community around you. You interact with people, but nobody's close to you for real. So it's like call in the soul tribe. Get with people, Pisces. Have some fun. Live a little, right? The Lovers, look at there. It's a choice, right? It's the choices you make, right? You got the opportunity to have everything right here. Maybe you'll find your true love if you just get out there a little bit, okay? But don't forget to love yourself. Everything you want from everybody else, give it to yourself first, Pisces. Don't be scared. Don't be ashamed. Don't worry about judgment. Something you supposed to be doing. Something you supposed to be aligned with, okay? And look at there, the Hierophant. You have to learn how to balance this physical realm in your spiritual sense, like you as a Pisces. Like you have to really find a way to find that balance between your reality and your fantasies or illusions or confusion about things, around love, around your emotion. You have to find that balance in this physical world around your emotion, okay? So basically, that's what the Hierophant represents. Even if you got to get counseling, if you got to talk to the elders, if you need to go to church, if you need to go in a closet in your house, if you need to find a quiet space, a room, wherever you can find some sanctuary, you need to go talk to yourself, talk to God, talk to Source, read the Bible, whatever it is you do to get in alignment with yourself deeply. Okay? You have to have that same covenant in this physical realm. That's why justice is here in your challenge position, because you really have to check yourself on that, right? And really make sure it's not you. And if it is, fix it. You know what I'm saying? You can. Because I see over here with the moon, you got everything you need. You highly capable. You highly aware. You're highly spiritually inclined. You're intuitive. You know things, right? It's just, what are you doing with it? What are you doing with that magic that you have? Okay. So what else comes? Okay, and look, we have the Hermit. Somebody's just so deep in their feelings. This Hermit just submerged in waters, just like, what is this? And we know the Hierophant, the Hermit, your knowledge, your wisdom. Maybe it's time for you to speak it. Maybe you've already reached the top of the mountain. Maybe you've already found what you're looking for. What are you going to do next, right? Maybe, it's like, okay, the Hermit is encouraged to like just walk alone, and I just feel like somebody been alone too long. So why is this Hermit here? Why is the Hermit here for Pisces? And it's the Eight of Spokes. You're lonely because you walk away from everything that had potential, everything that could have been potential. And it's all stemming from some past trauma, maybe. Like, I don't know what it was that threw you into that mode where you wouldn't trust again, or you never going to let nobody all the way in. But that's the part of somebody I think that needs to be healed, right? If you keep walking alone, if you keep distancing yourself from everybody, maybe you'll end up alone. But this Eight of Cups is like to be happy. So if you in Hermit mode, move towards being happy. Move towards the Hierophant. There's somebody there. There's some console there. There's somebody you could talk to there. You know what I'm saying? So move past this loneliness so you can be happy. Come on. Come on back, baby. Come on. All right, let's talk to this Justice card. Because it's your challenge to find the balance, right? And then you got the Seven of Pentacles. It's time to invest more into you, Pisces. Okay? Invest into yourself right now, if you can. Invest into your stability, like maybe emotionally, physically, right? Mentally, spiritually. Invest into something about you, your talents, your gifts, your skills, right? Because that 7 moves right on to the 8. It's like the focus on bringing stability to your physical reality, right? You spiritual, you're just a ball of fantasy, come back, right? You're here. You're not in that spiritual realm always. We know you know how to get there. You're comfortable there, but your body's here. Your conscience, you're here, right? See, 7 of Cups. Come up out of the fantasy world. Come back to earth. You know what I'm saying? So Pisces, what's crossing this energy? It's the 9 of Wands. Don't give up on yourself, right? The 9 of Strands. What was that? Oh, well, excuse me. That was something going on. But don't give up on yourself here, right? Yeah, you've been battered, you've been bruised, you've been whipped, you've been talked about, you've been pushed when you was down. Nobody was there for you, this or that. Whatever your story is, don't give up on yourself. Don't let that be the reason. You better than that. You stronger than that. Okay? So this is the energy. I hope it resonates. Let's get a practical self-care oracle. Somebody was just riding down my street talking on like those speaker things, and I was like, what the hell? They about to purge or something. So, soulmate Pisces. The divine will provide you with love when you are ready. You got to fix yourself first, right? Fix yourself, man. You got this. You can do it. Don't worry about what nobody say or think, Pisces. We all need somebody. Okay, this is the energy. I hope it resonates. Let's get a word from the chakra wisdom to promote positivity, to see which chakra needs to be worked on, or to simply get an inspirational quote that we can say to ourselves each and every day. Pisces, you have the first chakra, and this is the base chakra, and this one is relevant to building a strong foundation. I told you guys, you have to be strong within yourself, okay? So listen, I create stability and security by adequately providing myself with the basic needs of a healthy lifestyle, such as shelter, food, water, and clothing. I use my creativity to build a strong foundation, as this is an essential key to my survival and growth. The more inner and outer stability I have, the more grounded and fulfilling my life will become. I respect myself and I take care of my physical body by nurturing and nourishing it. My body tells me what it needs, right? So, building a strong foundation is the positive energy. If you're new to my channel and you like this video, go ahead, hit the like or subscribe button. For those of you who are returning, thank you for your continued support. And remember that your comments are always welcome. This is all I have, Pisces. As always, be safe, be blessed, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.